Hi Leo Ascendants, it's Michelle, your practical priestess here at Divinely Genuine. So we are here to do y'all's tarot reading for the lunar eclipse happening on Friday the 27th of July 2018. It's happening for you guys in the 7th house of partnerships, relationships, justice system. It's the sign of the descendant, which is also the energy we know the least. As it's the opposite of ascendant, right? Did I say that? So yeah, this is not for Leo sun or moon. If you guys are unaware of your ascendant sign, you need your birth date, birthplace, and time of birth. And just Google your natal birth chart. Astro.com is a great place to get it. Enter those details in a chart like this. A wheel will come up. And the ascendant and descendant is the line across the middle. Ascendant will be represented by AC. And it'll be this first triangle on the bottom half. And whatever zodiac is in that sign is your ascendant. Sets up the entire natal birth chart. It's really important. So find your time of birth. If it's not on your birth certificate, I had a client find it on their baby book. Like we had baby books back in the day. Now people use like the announcements and like scrapbooks. So yeah. All right, Leo Ascendant, so it's affecting you guys in your house of relationships. I've already blessed the deck, communed with spirit, burned some sage for you guys, and I'm ready to cut them for you. Again, we're using the tarot deck by Bridget Reed, and Colin Howard is the artist. And Doreen Virtue's Healing Fairy cards. Voila. And I would like to mention, if you guys are interested in a natal birth chart reading or any other readings, I'm offering a Jupiter and Scorpio reading at a discount, as Jupiter has been in Scorpio since last October and will be there until November. So I've now discounted that. It's only like $7 at divinelygenuine.com. And I'm also in the midst of creating a women's women's light worker mentor group, where we'll meet locally here in Houston, but I'm also going to create something online, as a lot of us light workers are being connected online. In the physical here in Houston, we'll be doing community outreach as well as having meetings like at the library or whatever to empower each other, and probably do some books that we'll read together. So if you are or know a woman light worker that would like to be a part of that, the Facebook page has been created as I'm working on the other details, and it's called The Silver Lining. Okay, you can find it on Divinely Genuine's Facebook page as well. And like I said, that I will have an option for it to be online, to get the videos and the material that we'll be doing and sharing. Okay, so cool stuff, exciting stuff. All right, so let's go ahead and cut the deck for you Leo Ascendants for this lunar eclipse, and it is happening at 3 degrees Aquarius. I keep saying 3, it's at 4 degrees Aquarius, I'm sorry. 4 degrees Aquarius. So if you guys have any planets in your natal birth chart at that degree, you'll be affected that much more by it, and the way will be depending on which planet that is. And the range would be anywhere from 0 to 10 is what I'm hearing. Anything in that, 3 to 5 degree orb is definitely going to be affected. So basically, if you have any planets in the first 10 degrees, you'll be affected even more so by the lunar eclipse. Lunar eclipses typically take something away from our lives. It may not be just a direct takeaway, though. It may be in the way of, just spirit tends to these are fated times, so it tends to be like a shuffle of the dice, a shake of the dice, a roll of the dice, a shuffle of the cards, and things are placed in a totally different order when we come out of this. We do have eclipses a couple times a year. This one is unique, however, being that we have Mars retrograde in the same sign. And I believe they're conjunct. I should know that, which means they're in that 3 to 5 degree orb. And we had a solar eclipse. I believe it was this is the 27th. What was it? The 12th of July. And then we're having then we have the lunar eclipse, then we're having another solar eclipse after this one. The solar eclipse is going to more gift us with whatever Spirit is feeling like needs to come in place of whatever's kind of being shifted and turned for us right now. For you guys, it seems to be in your relationships, partnerships. Okay, let's get on into it, Leo Ascendants. We've got the Four of Pentacles reversed. Okay, with this particular deck, it does give a description of the reversed. So let me find that for you. The reversed of this suit is meanness, covetousness, poverty, unemployment, and isolation. Okay. The Four of Pentacles. The Lord of Power represents the time when we achieve a stable level of material balance. Okay? At least at that moment in time. On a purely mundane level, it might appear after settling into a new home. The card is, at this level, much concerned with material bounty. Okay, so as this is reversed, it seems like, and then with the knowledge of it happening in your relationships, it seems like there may be a shuffle of your finances at this time, or a bit of a block in that regard, okay? Let's get further into the reading. And don't get overwhelmed or worried. It is all well, because your highest good is what will come of all of this. We also have the Queen of Cups reversed. Now, cups do represent our emotional states. Queen is obviously a powerful card. So the Queen of Cups. In readings, the Queen of Cups is someone in touch with her emotions, who asks you to think about your own feelings. The Queen can represent someone who is like her, or an atmosphere of love, acceptance, and respect for feelings. Okay? Being that she's reversed, it's going to be probably a lack, a disconnect. The reverse of that would be like a disconnect with your own emotions, which kind of brings up that isolated feeling that we have here with the Pentacles. So the suit of cups symbolizes, the reverse of this suit means jealousy, pain, rejection, excessive love of luxury, and preoccupation with oneself. Okay, so being that we have a pentacle before this, a reversed pentacle, I feel like this Queen of Cups might be speaking to the part of excessive love of luxury and occupation with oneself, which then could be affecting your relationships as well. Again, let's keep going. And we have, lastly, another reverse card, guys. Jeez, I'm sorry. Sorry, not sorry. It's the Three of Swords. Okay. So we've got the Pentacles, which is the finances being affected, and your value system. And then we've got the Cups, which is your emotions being affected. So manifesting, this speaks to manifesting. What we feel is ultimately what we are attracting to us in the way of Pentacles. Okay, so I feel like these two are hand in hand. What was balanced and stable here with the Four of Pentacles that it's reversed is getting a little shaken up. And what was usually, who is usually in tune with their emotions because either of this imbalance or, you know, vice versa, they go hand in hand. There's a bit of a detached feeling from your own emotions. Okay, so let's see what this Three of Swords has to say, Leo ascendants. The Three of Swords, the Lord of Sorrow, almost always indicates some sort of disruption which will cause pain and uncertainty. Such disruption leads to a loss of balance and disharmony. Okay, now that would make sense for what we're reading if it were upright, but being that it's reversed, let's see, the reverse means spiritual suffering, loneliness, sacrifice, loss, and defeat. Goodness, gosh. Can we do a redo? I'm so sorry, guys. I'm so sorry for this. I mean, you know, the hardest times always bring us to the most beautiful moments. When I was communing with Spirit and burning the sage before I started shuffling the cards, I was, you know, thanking for the opportunity to be doing this kind of spiritual work, to be able to do it on YouTube with the tarot and not be embarrassed that you're sitting here praying over it, you know, for giving someone a reading in front of so many people, and which, like, at one point in my life, in my younger years, like, you know, going to church or when you're in high school or something like that, you may, you know, feel embarrassed for, you know, praying in public over your food or something, you know, very out of your element. But, you know, I'm totally embracing everything that I am in my 30s, right? But it's after much pain that I've gotten to this state. And, I really hate to be the, you know, one to deliver this type of message, but I am just the channel, you know what I mean? And we use tarot for guidance, and we use astrology for guidance so that we are better prepared, so that we can be more mindful of, okay, I'm not going to spend so much right now because my finances look like they may get a little shaky. I'm going to try not to detach emotionally so much, and try to be a little more sensitive to my relationships since I know this transit is happening. We can use it as guidance. There still will be a fate. If God and the divine want you to be with a certain group of people or other people in your life, that's going to happen. It's divine, and it's going to be for your highest good, which is beautiful. We serve a creator who has our best interest at heart, and that is just, I mean, we should all be so grateful for that, because it doesn't have to be like that. We are just born in this universe, and it could be any way, you know. And thankfully, it's always about love and our best, the best evolution of our soul happening. God is bringing us to our highest good. And with the Three of Swords here, what was that one? It's just confirming that there will be some disharmony and imbalance, but that's when it's reversed. It's some sort of disruption. Reverse means spiritual suffering, loneliness, sacrifice, loss, and defeat. So now that you know this, you might be able to act differently. That's why we use it as guidance. Now let's get to the Healing Fairy card. And this is what you've gotten. Self-reliance. And that goes hand in hand with what seems to be coming up here, the theme of isolation, loneliness, detaching. And that's how we get closer to Spirit as well, right? As being a bit of a hermit, relying on ourselves. Let's see what the fairies say with this card. Self-reliance, card meaning you are your own best friend. You can provide for yourself emotionally and physically, and this is the only card that was upright. When these cards in this particular deck are reversed, there's a block, so there's no block for you with this, okay? You're able to do this easily. You are your own best friend, and you can provide for yourself emotionally and physically. Sometimes we feel frightened and want to get reassurance from another person that everything's going to be all right. By drawing this card, you are reassured that everything you need is provided to you. You can rely on yourself and your own spiritual gifts to manifest all that you need in your life. Although your manifestations are the energy of spirit that often funnels through other people, it still originates with your own thoughts. This card also counsels you to filter out negativity that may sway you from listening to your own inner voice. Don't let naysayers talk you out of fulfilling your dreams. You are as qualified and deserving of achievement as any other person. With focused intention and divinely guided action, your dreams are becoming reality right now. Affirmation: I am tuned in to my inner source of direction. I confidently rely upon this inner source to guide me perfectly. Okay. So there we have it, Leo Ascendants. That's your guidance for this lunar eclipse. I wish you the best of luck. I love you guys. And I'll be sending positive juju y'all's way. Peace, love, and light. See ya.